Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it is time to play. We're back in Shapes, and I'm a little I'm a little embarrassed. You know, last episode kind of recorded it a little early. Might have been a little tired, but what the heck was I thinking? We got an easy solution to what we're working on here. Let's tear let's tear this out. This is pretty horrible, actually. We have a much cleaner way of doing what we want to do here, I believe. So let's do that. Let's tear this out. Actually, all this can go. Oh man. What was it? Control click to select a whole area. Let's just pretend that never happened. Delete. Okay, you're deleting a lot of buildings, 154 to be exact. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I do. Let's not talk about it. All right, what we want to do is set up our normal kind of scalable approach that we've been using forever. What the heck was I thinking? Why was I not doing this before? I don't know. But we can run long scalable chains here, and we don't need to worry about doing a bunch of silly belt weaving. I just don't know what the heck I was thinking. All right, let's just set that up here. How do we want to do this? Where do we want to start? I'm just going to go high, and we'll route belts where this is needed. We know these stackers are pretty darn slow. So let's see, where's the output on this thing going to be? Okay, bottom, I see. Up at the top. Oh. Is this going to work? Yeah, this is going to work. Boom. Boom. Let's start with 2 of these. We'll do our normal routine. I'm just going to play it a little cautious here till I get this done. Or till I get confirmation that my design is going to work the way I think it is. So we want to bring in the part 1. Just see if this is going to work. It's the same design we've been going with forever. So I don't know why I got away from it. Last episode. Actually made a couple of mistakes lately in this game. It's pretty cool game. All right, let's do I get a belt going backwards or something? Let's take that out. Let's see what we get. Actually, I don't need that. I need it here. Let's just do a couple of these. I'm just playing extra cautious since I made a couple of silly mistakes previously. Sometimes we just bring that one down. And this guy, we like that. All right, so that's our top half. Let's put a garbage can on this just for a minute or two. And double check that's exactly what we want. Yep, red and white. And then we can just rotate this part to get the other half. But we want to see these belts flowing freely, the input belts flowing freely. So let's add 8 more of these stacker stations. Yeah, this is so simple to scale, this particular design. Oh, did I just do the wrong thing again? Man, what is going on? Stacker. I need... Where are you? Here, right? No. 1, 2. There we go. And then we're going to go, these guys, looks like they end up just being directly below. So while I've got these selected, I can go. Be nice when we get the cut paste functionality. I'm looking forward to that. Kind of blueprints. Oh, that one did not go quite right. And then let's put this on a trash can. I'm going to go kind of follow the same pattern here, even though I don't necessarily need to on the last one. Off we go here. Garbage can. I want to see if these are free flowing or if they're kind of sticking. Okay, there they go. They're sticking a little. But this belt is coming out pretty much saturated, right? Pretty much saturated. But I've got a little bit of surplus parts here. I don't know that I have enough where I can split off. I think we're running into an issue where the belt itself is just saturated. So we're going to leave, I think, leave those as is. And then we'll put another line of this underneath. And we can use the bottoms. I mean, we could just do another line identical to this and flip. But since we went through the silliness of doing the bottom right corners and bottom left corners, when we could have just rotated this existing piece over here to get the bottom half. But since we did it kind of goofy, we'll just go with it and we'll set up another kind of one of these setups here. Let's do that. That is these guys, two apart. Boom. And one more of these guys to get on the belt. All right, we're darn close now. Let's move this belt over a bit. And then untether that guy. Wrong belt. we want to come off of this one. Let's see if that works, if that's going to stack the way we want. We get a bunch of bottom halves. Okay, not bad. Now I think we need to rotate these. Right? This one probably needs, maybe they, see. Rotate, rotate. Let's see what comes out of that. Okay, that's pretty good. Right? Get the right side, we got the left side. It's exactly the way we want. Now we just need to do one more station just like this. We could put it in the middle. Kind of over here somewhere. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it right here. And then after this, we are going to go chase down the blueprint, see if we can get that. And we'll leverage the white circles that we just created, I think, last episode. Use some of those to satisfy the hub objective that we've been kind of neglecting. All right, what are we missing? I think that looks pretty good. How do we want to go into this? How's that? And then this guy. Let's see. We'll see if these match up the way we're expecting them to. That's not going to work. I've done that before. You need to go up over here, fellas. There we go, right? Top left corner. Top left corner is white. Is it just a rotation? Will that do it? All right, top left corner is now red. Okay, that's what we want. Very cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now we just need to get the green diamonds and see if we can find those. Did we have to make those ourselves, that shape, or did we see those? Or stars? I guess I've been calling those little stars. We have some. I don't know where they're at. Let's see. We can trace this guy back potentially. Nope, we've kind of disconnected it. Here's some blue or whatever color these are. Trace these back. We actually need these. Let's take a look at the objectives right here, right? I'm a little colorblind. Let's see. Cyan, I cannot tell. If these are cyan, I'm guessing they are. Does this say? Yeah, they are. Let's send these. These need to actually go down to the hub. We need some of those. Let's do that real quick while we're seeing this opportunity to make use of these things. Like this belt doesn't have too much going on right now. So let's connect that up. That'll solve this objective right here. We only need like about 3,000 more. And then let's see where those little stars were coming from and see if we can't run those into a green paint tank. Here we go. Here they are. Whoops. Okay, haven't unlocked it. I accidentally key pressed. Okay, a bunch of them here. Where are you guys going? These are being painted red. And what do we need? We need green. Red, we're going to need again for this object up here at the top, belt distributors and tunnels. But we want green. I guess I can just take from that same supply of shapes. Now, where is it? Back this way. Through here. Let's do it. Let's harvest some of these. That. We need to run these through a green paint station. Do I have a green paint station? I do, and no one's using it. That's kind of cool. Let's drain out the stuff we don't need. And let's get some of those little stars routed up there. Oh man, I keep losing my spot. Okay, down here. We need to go all the way up to the green station. We can go straight up. Straight up until we hit like a blue deposit, maybe? And we want to make our way over to that green one, but it's a ways away yet. Probably go a little higher, and then we'll shoot on over. Whoops. What am I hitting? Hitting a key that I don't mean to hit, apparently. Is that us, the green paint station? We just need to make our way to the top here. Out comes our green stars, and we want to combine those way out here with these guys. So let's take that output and just run it. This is all garbage. In fact, I don't need that belt there even. Okay, there's our green stars. I think I need to go up a little. Is that right? Let's do it. Snake on up. All right, how far are we? Still gotta go. Still gotta go. Need to cross a belt and then go some. Okay, now we're getting near the area we want to be. This back just a little bit. All right, now let's take a look at Stacker and see, look at the help again. So which one needs to be on top? The one on bottom is the port that has the long arrow coming off of it. That's the one that's going to end up being on the bottom. And we want the circle on the bottom. So let's get our stackers going kind of out of the way here. I always forget the last one in the chain for some reason. We'll get it. All right, I think that is it. And again, the one on the bottom needs to be like this. That's the bottom. I believe this is going to get us what we want. Find out here in a second. Okay, we got a backwards belt. Is that what we want? Green diamond, I'm calling it, or star, not diamond, green star on top of the red and white thing. There it is. We need 25,000 of these. How we doing on saturation? Let's set up a garbage can and just monitor this for a second. And while we're waiting for that, let's look at the hub and plan to route things down here. It's going to take a bit to get this belt in place. Rolled off too far. Hub is over here, and let's do one of these middle belts and bring it out. Because we're using the top belt and we're using the bottom belt, looks like. So I think I need to hold Alt. Back up a bit. And we need to run this belt quite a ways. This is kind of our bus. What's going on? There we go. That bottom belt, those objects were probably done with those. We'll take a look and see once we've got this this belt routed into the hub. We know we need to go quite a ways here, quite a ways past where those belts end. There we go. That's where we go. Boom. Get rid of that. Clean up a little bit of this mess. Let's just see if we're saturated. We'll tell. No, we're not saturated. What is the issue? The issue looks like... we got a steady stream of the circles coming in. We got a steady stream of these guys coming in. What is the hold up? Yeah, that belt seems saturated. This belt seems saturated. Why are we not getting a saturated belt out of this? There's okay, this is a mess. Let's fix this. Might help a tiny bit. I don't see parts backing up, so adding more stations isn't going to really help. It looks like we're really light on these circles. It seems like it's coming out saturated. In fact, this belt is kind of skipping. Is this slowing us down right here, maybe? Let's try something a little goofy. Maybe it's the rotator that's kind of slowing us down just a hair. I have a feeling. Yeah, that's a bit more saturated. But is it? And look, we're still getting gaps. And this isn't backing up. What's the holdup? We got a similar thing down here. Same situation with this rotator. I believe that could be our issue. We can get ourselves a little better throughput. That belt sure looks saturated now. And this one's probably going to need the same thing. We can get a little creative here and just go like that to get more throughput, maybe. Still not saturated. Oh man, I'm not happy about that. It's close. Very close. We're getting backups here as well. That means now we can extend this out further. So let's do that. Let's push on the stackers here a little bit more. We'll go 2 more. Not like that though. We need 2 spaces between them. So there and there. And I'm going to have to push all this out. Yeah, I'd like to see saturated belts. All this is going to have to push. So let's move all this out of here. And what else we need? We need one of these. One of these. Here and here and here. Pop this one where it normally goes. And then just run our output belt like that. And this, now hopefully there's room. We need to do our 2 little rotations. And then just combine those back onto a belt. Let's see what this does. Does it help or not? Oh. Let's actually send these in now. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. It's hard to actually focus on those. That belt looks saturated to me. I think we're in good shape. It's going to take a while for them to actually get to the hub. We'll need to double check that too. We'll keep an eye on that because we've had it before with a little broken One little broken belt segment pointing in the wrong direction causes us to fail. All right, two things we can look at. One is this pinwheel down here. And in between episodes, I think I hooked up squares or something. There was something that was hanging on out here that we weren't doing. I think we're still sending these in. We can double check. Let's go to the hub. And we're going to do the hub objective for sure. So, but what are we sending in? We're sending in these. Those are done. Are we sending in these? I'm going to call that a pinwheel on top of the white circle. That's down here. So those are being sent, but we can declog that belt now. Let's pull off. That belt's running fine, but let's pull off the stuff that we no longer need off this belt. In fact, we can even leave the parts here. But let's just declog the belt. Because we may need these to supply these again. Those objectives may crop up with higher amounts that we need to supply later. I'm not quite sure how that works. Do we want to do these red pinwheels? I don't think so. I don't think I've got extras laying around. Or did we see some? No, those were red stars. No, let's leave that for now. Let's go get after this one right here. And what color is that? Blue. And we saw that object and we flagged it last episode. I think we called it hub objective or something. There's our pinwheels, by the way. We're making those from scratch. We need to paint some red and send them in. All right, I'm looking for a marker here that says hub shape. That is it right there. That one we need to rotate. I think there's another one. This one we don't even need to rotate. We just farm these out and paint them. Blue, we got blue paint right next door, but we have a blue paint station nearby that's free. One down there. I guess I should be looking at my little index here. We've got one blue paint station. We're painting pinwheels with it. It's busy. Could set up a new blue paint station right next to this and then just send these guys down. It's not a bad spot for a blue paint station. Let's do that. That blue paint station's a piece of cake. Let's just do it up here. Paint. These usually come in from the bottom on the paint, and then I think just two apart again as usual. 2, 3, 4. Okay, parts in, paint in, parts, paint. And then output is going to be under this guy, I think. But let me run belts first. Easier to see. That's parts. Here's paint. And here's paint going up into the machines. And then we need to get our finished product out. We need to hop a belt to do that. And we got our output belt. Kind of mergers to get in. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I accidentally clicked on a one of our shortcuts over here. I wonder if there's a way to hide that list. I'm not sure. Boom. Okay, the output belt is on the bottom. And we need to bridge these. And get the output out of the paint machines. All this blue, paint station 2. Boom. And just put some pigment and some shapes in. That's going to be kind of a piece of cake. Here's our paint. And we need 2 shapes, these guys. And let's put a garbage can on here and we'll just see what the saturation is. We'll let that run. There we go. We've got the base. It's not here. It's going to be over here. We just need to throw some white circles on there and send them down. We have white circles I think we can steal from right here. In fact, that belt is kind of lagging. So let's combine those up. Where do we want to do it? Where's our hub? Down there, huh? Thinking where we're going to run, where we are going to want to run the belt. Get on the hub. We got a third belt here on the bus we can tap into. That won't be a problem. That's our white. That's our blue. I guess just anywhere over here. This is going to be a stacking station. So yeah, let's just pick a spot and get going. Stacking station. And I forget where the output belt goes on this one. Let's, we'll see here in a second. One part and another part coming in. Output. Is that going to work? No, it's not. Let me clean up this mess. I don't think that's going to work. Think that's it. And we want the, let's see, the part on the bottom, right? Or the part that's on the bottom needs to be going into the long arrow. And we want on the bottom, not there, this blue little pointy thing. Those are up here. Oh, what? We are not at all saturated. Oh, that belt's backwards. Okay. Gonna say that usually gives us a saturated belt. Or threes. Do I do threes maybe? That belt should saturate here, hopefully. That's a mistake. I think we're okay here. I'm not positive. I'm just gonna bring in some more. Now we're definitely saturated on that belt. Paint's looking good. And what's going on? We got some squirrely stuff on the belt. But once that clears, if it's going to clear, ooh, are there problems? Looks like we're jammed up. Let's throw a trash can here and clear the junk off the belt. See if we can get back to production. It could be that I need to replace all these feeders now. I think I do. I think they got clogged with stuff I don't want. Paint. Guessing this is going to solve our problem. All right, that looks good. None of these exit belts went straight ahead. I was a little concerned about that. That often happens when I drop these splitters down. This belt will change its reorientation. I've seen that before. Okay, it looks like we're saturated. That needs to go in on the top down here in our stacker station. So that is that belt. In fact, why don't I just go from here? I need to hold the Alt key, I think. That's the top. And the bottom is our white circles. We said we were going to tap into these guys. Kind of like that. It's not going to be saturated. But we don't need a whole lot of these. So I think we'll be okay. Let's just verify that what we're going to get out is what we want. That looks right. That looks right. Now we need to get these down to the hub. Way down to the hub. It's a bit of a trek. And then we'll double... Well, we may not have saturation on this belt. Because we're kind of sharing those white circles. Speaking of white circles, here they are. We need to cross over this belt. our way down to the hub. Boom. Scrolled out too far. Trying to speed up the process here. We'll see. We may come into some factories. I got to wiggle around. Looks like we've got a fairly straight shot. We got 2 more things we need to tunnel under. And we should be... We're going to need a couple more tunnels to get to that 3rd belt on the bus. That's not a big deal, though. It's a long run. That belt's going that way. Okay, now we need to do some tunneling here. We'll just carve out channel. I think that's all we need. So you. That can go. And I'm just going to let this guy... How do we do? I think I need these guys over 1 more. Kind of like that. So this belt, if we put anything upstream, it has a way through, and then this guy's got a way to kind of join on in without interrupting the flow of the 2 other belts above it. Now I might have a belt backwards here, or these guys are just taking a while to get here. I have a feeling there's a belt misplaced. It's these guys. Only need 1,000 of these. Like I said, it's probably not going to be saturated for long. I'm going to be surprised, although it looks pretty good now. So we don't really have a saturated belt of circles coming in. But I would imagine this belt's going to thin out. Okay, there they go. Heading into the hub. Nice, nice, nice. Let's check our count on the objects that we just started sending in at the top of this episode. Is that ticking up? Yeah. We've got 6.3 thousand already sent in. These guys are still going in, but they're slow. I think these are still going in. 27.2. We need 50,000. Let's see. Let's see about these red pinwheels, if we can get that back online. I thought I had that marked, actually, this pinwheel construction. Got a bunch. We just need to paint some red. Do I have an open red paint station? Anybody going through here? I do. Red stars, and we are using those all over the place. We're kind of done with them here. I could temporarily borrow the red painting station. Till we get to this. This is going to take a while to come up with. Let's see. Oh, look at this one. These? That's blue. And these are blue. So that's easy, right? It's the same piece, just on top of another one. 50,000 of those, and we still need a bunch of these. Let's see if we can do those red pinwheels. We're done with the red stars. I'm going to shut off production of those for now. And I'm going to use this paint station. So you come off for the moment. Those can work their way through the system. These red stars are being used in crafting downstream. I want to tap into the pinwheels. Oh, I've got some right here on their way down. Perfect spot. Let's split off. paint some of these red and just send them down in the hub. It's a piece of cake. I'm waiting for these things to finish. Clear out. All right, level 13 completed. That was fast. You've unlocked a new variant of the tunnel. It has a bigger range. Good. And you can also mix and match those tunnels now. I see. You can tunnel under an existing tunnel without interfering with it. I like it. And I think we get blueprints, right? Finally? Are we not done with this objective? How can I tell? Go to the hub. Or let's finish these stars. We're getting distracted here. These little pinwheel things. We need to get these down into the red paint station. Parts on top. So that should be easy. We'll just make the wiggle here. And then the output for this was going to another factory. We don't want that right now. We want to just head down to the bus here. What are we doing? We're okay. Bring these down. Let's do our tunnels. We'll just try to do these consistently in the same, always in the same direction. This guy is going to want to join on like this. And then these guys are going to want to tunnel under. Right, and I figure I might as well just create a third belt here and expand this bus a little bit. So there goes red pinwheels. We should start to see that go up. Take a look. At 184 right now. Hopefully that'll start ticking. There it goes. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. These are going, those are going. We haven't started these. Oh. These are, look like a different color, right? Magenta. Same thing as that object, but just a different color. And stacking on top of a pinwheel. This one's not bad either. Tell you what, I think I'm going to end this series here. This is episode 10. Pretty darn cool. We could go on and go on and go on and go on. And I would love to do it. It's a lot of fun. But I think we'll end this series here for now. Shapes, very cool. There's a DLC that's like a puzzle DLC that they've got available for this game. That might be worth checking out too. But man, this map, just before the episode, I was just kind of scrolling down. And it's pretty huge. I mean, this is like kind of Factorio style. As long as your computer can handle it, you can make bigger and bigger factories, it looks like. But man, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, if we were to play on, I'd start thinking about how to organize these stations a little better for like the long term. I don't know if it would be good like in one quadrant, just have a bunch of green paint stations all stacked up. Find a way to organize these different stacking and slicer stations. Organize that. And then I guess long term, someone mentioned there's like a challenge to create a factory where you can make any shape out of a single factory or something. Not sure about that, but man, pretty cool game. Hope you enjoyed this little Let's Play series on Shapes. Again, really enjoy this game, but I'm going to sign off here. I want to especially thank Glidercat patrons and channel members for their support of the channel. Really appreciate it. It's what keeps the channel alive. A small channel with an uncertain future, so I really appreciate that support. And thanks to everybody that's stuck with the series and given the videos a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you all in the next series.